In what might be one of the most controversial weeks in WWE history, we are going to break it all down here on Chair Shot Reality on Wrestling Inc., Wrestling Inc.'s YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend. And if you don't want to see our smiling faces, you can listen to the audio-only version by subscribing to the iTunes channel, and you can get all of us breaking down Crown Jewel coming up this Friday in Saudi Arabia. I am Justin LeBar. She is the queen of the silver screen, Katie Arquette. He is Juice Springsteen. Ladies and gentlemen, Crown Jewel, let's just go right into this. And I guess we never really know until we get there who's going to make it over there, who's going to perform. But
card subject to change.
Card subject to change, I suppose. The WWE Championship coming off the SmackDown side, AJ Styles defending his title against what we hear and is being reported by Mr. Dave Meltzer, a very reluctant Daniel Bryan to go over to Saudi Arabia.
Well, if Daniel Bryan shows up, I hope that he gives his full effort, which I think he still would if he made the trip over there. So hopefully they have a match because I think it'll be fantastic. I would say phenomenal, but that's really easy to say. So I hope that Bryan shows up, and I hope they have a great match. I would say that AJ doesn't lose this though. I think he waits, or doesn't wait. Plan to lose it. He'll lose it to The Miz though at Royal Rumble, and then that sets up Daniel Bryan winning the Rumble WrestleMania match. I said it for a while. I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I like that. I kind of had another thought process, but no,
well, we're independent thinkers. Go ahead and give your other thought.
Well, no, I mean, it would be cool to see Daniel Bryan. You know, it's like, oh, he's back. He's already dealt with The Miz, but I like that little connection. How, like, you know, it's AJ, and then it'll be Miz beats AJ, and then it'll go back to Daniel Bryan.
So does The Miz get involved in this match?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say.
I mean, we know he's going to be over there for the World Cup.
So then I would say he loses that match and gets upset and goes after Daniel Bryan.
Because that would be the I mean, I think that is the
because you have to insert him into the world title picture at some point. You don't want to shoehorn it in by saying like maybe just like a small, like a triple threat or a tournament to get him a number one contendership. Like,
yeah, I mean with him and Daniel Bryan anyway, it's the best way to kick him while he's down. They're pushing this storyline. It would only make sense for him to get involved. If he didn't, it'd be like, why didn't he?
And then maybe you could have a triple threat match at the next pay-per-view, and I don't know, get to where he gets the title at some point. But I think he holds it longer than 434. AJ Styles does. I think they want that to happen.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Juice, one thing I think you and I definitely will be watching for is if this match happens of AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, it is one of those dream matches to happen in a WWE ring. We've seen other dream matches earlier, you know, in WWE, Styles and Samoa Joe, Styles and Nakamura. All of them were good. I think, especially the Nakamura, maybe it didn't necessarily live up to all the hype. That's just the temperature I still take.
Him versus Sami Zayn did, though. We saw that one.
Will AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan live up to the...
Yeah,
hype?
I think those two are, and again, it's nothing against Nakamura. I just don't know if they were really given enough, I don't know, time to really maximize what they could do.
They worked for like 4 months straight.
I know, but I don't know.
In every type of gimmick match possible.
Well, maybe they've just worked together too much. Maybe I don't really know the answer to that, but I think these two guys are great, and I wanted to see them. You know, ever since Daniel Bryan left, then AJ Styles came in, and I was like, well, this match has to happen. And we finally get it. Well, hopefully, so.
This Friday is November 2nd, 2018. It was October of 1997. It was the first ever Hell in a Cell match. It was Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker in St. Louis, Missouri. Lights go out. Oh, everybody's down. Here comes Kane, the debut of That's Gotta Be Kane. Kane comes in, knocks out The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels rolls over, beats The Undertaker. And then here comes Triple H to drag Shawn Michaels, his best buddy, out of the ring. Here we are now, from 1997, fast forward to 2018. All four men are going to be in the marquee match of one of the most controversial, if not the most controversial, WWE special ever. As Shawn Michaels, after 8+ years, is coming out of retirement. That's right, money talks. 7 figures talks. Shawn Michaels is coming out of retirement to team with Triple H once again to crotch chop everybody and call themselves D-Generation X up against the Brothers of Destruction, The Undertaker, and his demonic brother Kane, who on the side is also the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. So yes, an American politician is going to Saudi Arabia to perform. I don't even know where to begin with this because it's just like just throw a mistress somewhere in there and we just have a wide range of morality and life choice debates going on.
It's like I don't know. It's unfortunate that Shawn Michaels came out of retirement like just for this show, just because the payday was so strong. I'd prefer it like at a bigger show. We know if this goes well that he might have a couple more matches down the line, and I don't know. It's just an odd.
You don't sound as inspired as I thought we would be that Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement.
I know. Well, I don't know how much we can get out of a tag match like this, where all the competitors are well
Combined age is 205 years old, by the way.
Oh my
If anybody wants a
gosh.
calculator, 205 years old is the combined age of the 4 participants. But I say that to be a smartass. But I mean, this is probably the match I'm most looking forward to.
Well, because we just don't know about Shawn Michaels for sure. We have not actually seen him do anything like.
But I have no doubt about Shawn Michaels.
I don't either, but we just have not seen it yet.
He looks in phenomenal shape. He's at the Performance Center
Yeah,
now.
it's no coincidence that he's been down there and doing all that
Yeah,
stuff. He's bumping
and he
all
would
over
not
the
come
time.
back he would not come back and pull like a Bret Hart from Mania 26 and be like, if Shawn Michaels
And that was for
coming back,
WrestleMania too. This is just for some,
right.
you know.
If Shawn Michaels is coming back in the ring and he knows he's going to get paid what he's going to get paid, we're going to see.
And he's not going to want to go out there if he's not his best.
That's what I mean.
He's
not,
going to
easily would've
perform.
declined the
He's
money
going
for
to
that.
entertain.
He
Exactly.
might. I bet you. He might be able to outperform all the other three.
Oh no,
if
he
really
will.
wants to.
I think there's a shot that he'd be better than all of them because I would say Triple H is in the best shape out of all of them.
Yeah.
Well, in the ring the most.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, he's not coming out of retirement to do this match. So, yeah, Shawn needs to not prove himself, but take all the rest off.
All right, so we saw Triple H beat Undertaker for the first time ever a few weeks ago in Australia, and that's what then led into this. It was the first time Triple H ever got a win over Undertaker. Is this Taker and Kane get one back, and then we go to a rubber match of Taker and Shawn at Survivor Series?
That
Is
seems like
Yeah.
that would make a lot of sense. You say what Survivor Series for that
Survivor
match to
Series,
happen?
yeah. Los Angeles, they got to do something big.
Somewhere. I mean, it would make the most sense. Why wouldn't you?
It's also the show the Undertaker made his debut on Survivor Series. So
Yeah,
what a way! What if that's his farewell song?
I still don't think that's the right spot to do that. That's a whole other discussion.
I believe you're looking for the Circle of Life. We can sing Elton John. It's the Circle of Life. That's how it went down. All right, final predictions here. I'm going Brothers of Destruction.
I think they're gonna take it, even though did they get the last laugh? Or they were the ones who really started the whole thing. I don't know.
Well, they got the last laugh at Australia because they chokeslammed the hell out of it.
And that's really what got it started. So
Right.
I don't know how to see what happens this week on Raw.
I'm excited. I don't want to predict this one. I just want to see
No,
what happens.
we're not here to
Be happy about the show.
yeah.
Here to critique
You gotta
the show
make,
and
you
make
gotta, you
your
gotta,
predictions
you gotta
about
make
the
a
show.
prediction.
Well, then I'm
there.
going for my boys, Kane. Kane and his brother. They
That's
got
right, I forgot
this.
Kane was like
they
the
got
one,
this.
I forgot Kane's like what inspired you.
Lita and Kane. Perfect
Boy, you're-
models I have here.
You're just a walk on the gothic dark side. I can.
What?
Thongs and fire. It does it all for Katie
Thongs
Arquette.
and fire.
All right, Universal Championship. It is vacant right now due to Roman Reigns stepping away. So what was going to be a triple threat is just going to be a straight one-on-one. The match that I've wanted to see for a long time.
Hey, you got it.
For the title. I didn't quite want it under these circumstances.
No, I don't think you did either. But you think it's gonna happen? Because I don't know. I feel
think
like you're
Braun
doubting it.
Strowman's the favorite, but I do not think that Braun Strowman's a lock. I don't think Braun Strowman's a lock because you can never count Brock Lesnar out in the mainstream appeal that WWE sees him as, and he is, and the Drew McIntyre factor. Now, I don't know if Drew McIntyre is. I don't know for sure if he's going to be over there. I don't know that for sure. I don't know if they're going to be bringing extra bodies over just for run-ins. But the fact that Drew McIntyre and Braun are doing this feud, that of course leaves an option open of maybe Braun gets screwed because of Drew McIntyre. So
See, I think it's the opposite. I think he wins the title, and automatically you have a guy who can say he wants to challenge for it
that makes
immediately.
more sense.
Because I
Yes.
think now that they had Roman as champion and they got away from Brock having the title and never showing up on the show, why do that again? You just had a breath of fresh air. Now it's like you can't.
That makes more
Right.
sense.
Based on those circumstances, you don't want to just go back to what you had. You changed it for a reason.
Give it a shot. Like again, with this thing I had with Roman, what did we see? We saw Elias, turn face? We think that's a pretty solid
face.
thing. And then we saw
Yep.
Dean turn at the end of the show. They're just flipping these characters. This is a crazy time right now. You want to keep the belt on the show. Give it to Braun. Give him a shot. This is his chance.
I'm gonna call my shot. I'm
Here we go.
gonna Babe Ruth it.
You did.
I'm
This
gonna
is
Babe
like the
Ruth it.
fifth time though.
I'm
You're
gonna Babe
0
Ruth.
for
This is
4.
it. This is it right now. This is it.
The game's over.
Braun Strowman is winning the Universal Championship. He's beaten Brock Lesnar in less than 4 minutes bell to bell.
4 minutes.
Yes, because here's my thought.
That'd be
If this was a
impressive.
triple threat, I'd said this to Juice for weeks. If this was the triple threat with Roman still in it, Brock was going to be the one to probably take the pin because he's the one that's going to leave and go to UFC, so you can dispose of him. You still want to keep Braun strong.
Right.
So now it still leaves to where Brock's going to get pinned. You make it dominant by Braun Strowman to beat Brock quickly, and you can do a dominant quick win like that, and this doesn't have to be the last match because you have the tag match of DX versus Brothers of Destruction. So this doesn't have to be the ending that's the
Yeah.
4 minutes. So you
Right.
could put this somewhere in the card, maybe second to last, whatever. Braun Strowman, less than 4 minutes bell to bell. Start the timer when the bell rings.
And I agree with your
Wow.
prediction of Braun Strowman purely because
Yes.
he, was the greatest Royal Rumble winner. Also
Imagine
in
how,
Saudi Arabia.
imagine how big that Saudi Arabia Braun's going to be. I can't wait.
He's going to be a part of the royalty there.
You think so?
Yeah, if he wins the title, yeah.
Yeah.
2 straight Saudi shows, it's the Braun show.
I mean,
Strowman in Saudi.
Strowman and Saudi. That sounds like a bad vinyl record that got made in the '80s. Strowman and Saudi, like live, live. Strowman and Saudi.
I like it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the Braun. I can't
He's so happy right now. Look at
He'd
him.
be a huge Braun if he wins. This is the moment. You've wanted it since like the Raw after the
Well,
last 3 Manias.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a little, you know,
And you've been disappointed at the end of every Mania trip. Oh man, I'm so upset that didn't happen.
I have been for some reason. I mean, I don't like the fact that leukemia is going to potentially handle this title.
Of course
to him.
not.
I don't like that, but I am excited that Braun's.
But hey, this is what happens. Like opportunity arises, and you see who takes the ball and runs with it. If it's Braun's time, it's Braun's time.
All right. Well, there's many more Crown Jewel matches. Next on the playlist, we'll have Josh Eisenberg down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He'll give you his complete, full Crown Jewel predictions, including the World Cup. Follow us all on Twitter. It's going to be a very interesting Friday. Crown Jewel coming from Saudi Arabia. It is Chairshot Reality, Wrestling Inc. Subscribe, comment, do what you got to do. We'll see you next week.